Kalyan Minaret, built in the 12th century, 1127. Can you imagine? It's like 900 years old. That's why it was called Kalyan Minaret, which means great. You know, it's very imposing. This minaret is so impressive that Genghis Khan decided to spare it when he conquered Bukhara. So Genghis Khan was here, destroyed almost the whole city, but chose to spare this minaret because it's so impressive. And okay, another legend says that being so tall, at 47 meters, the minaret, I mean, Genghis Khan looked like this, you know, to see the top, and his head fell. So he ordered his men, you know what, leave this tower standing. Because of his head falling, he had a superstition that something bad is going to happen unless he spares this this tower, this minaret. So yeah, it's the original thing. It's also known as the Tower of Death because for many centuries criminals were executed here in this market, and not by hanging like it happened in a lot of places, for example in medieval Europe, but they were put in a bag and thrown away from this tower, and of course hitting the ground. You're not gonna survive the fall. Pretty interesting fact. So it has a pretty dark history, but nowadays it's just you know, a beautiful place for us to enjoy. Locals and tourists, of course, a lot of groups come here. It's like the main attraction here in Bukhara. To be honest, it's not the worst way to go. You know, considering a lot of torture devices and stuff like that they had in the medieval times, I think falling from the top of the tower is not the worst. At least you die really fast. But yeah, some little piece of history from central Bukhara. Well, there's a terrace there. I don't know if you see it exactly there in the middle. Chashnai Mirob or something like this. It's definitely a tourist trap, but they have one of the best views. So if you want to go there, take my advice and just order something small like water or a beer. I mean, even if you pay double or triple the normal price, it's alright. It's just one drink. If you want to enjoy the view, just remember it's a tourist trap. But it may be worth going there. Maybe I'll do it too. Let's see. A nice sport. Football. This is actually pretty cool. It reminds me of my childhood somehow. Not that I was any good at football. I was quite terrible actually. But the times were just different. We were also playing outside like this. It's crazy to think there were times kids didn't have smartphones, eh? I've got my first one, my first smartphone, so to say, when I was well in my 30s. You know, times are changing. You can have fun without much money, without technology, without the latest iPhone and shit like that. I guess it's a lesson we can learn here, or kind of a reminder that some simple things can make life beautiful and fun. Anyway, I'm rambling. Went into storyteller mode for a moment there. Walking through these little streets, you can see the other side of the complex and the Ark of Bukhara. Okay, let's go check it out. Bukhara is extremely impressive. Love it so much. Bukhara Ark here. Quite impressive walls, eh? I will visit this later, but first I want to go to the prison, Zindon. The term Zindon actually means prison in Persian. And that would be pretty cool to climb up there and see the city from above. Maybe we can do this later. Anyway, why do I want to go to the prison? Well, all prisons are in general pretty cool. It's like a museum, but kind of the real deal at the same time. I mean, sure, I'm not gonna see actual prisoners inside, so it doesn't serve the initial purpose, but you know that so many things have happened there. It's it's a place with so much history. This applies to prisons in general, I guess, but this one has something pretty special. It's the famous bog pit, or better said, the infamous bog pit. We're talking about an underground cell, like a pit, well, hence the name. Prisoners were kept in brutal conditions inside this cell. It was filled with insects, scorpions, roaches, rats sometimes, but yeah, mainly bugs. Again, hence the name. And now that we finally enter the prison, it's story time. In 1838, Charles Talbot came here to talk to the Emir of Bukhara. He was supposed to be an English diplomat, but in reality he was like 007, a British spy. He got caught and imprisoned here in Zindon, in the bog pit, to be precise. He spent 3 years in here, which you can imagine were not very pleasant. But that was until 1841, when another Brit came to his rescue, Captain Arthur Connolly. Spoiler alert, the story doesn't have a happy ending for the two, as Connolly gets arrested and put into the bog pit as well. But that until 1842, when the Emir of Bukhara thought it was enough. Time to be released? Not quite. Both Charles Talbot and Arthur Connolly were executed in front of a big audience on 24th June 1842. So that's why the bog pit and Zindon in general are so infamous, and yeah, it was so high on my list to visit this place because it's just so different, and of course it's some dark history, but still a piece of history, and it's interesting nevertheless to visit such places that you and I could not comprehend, you know, how must have been to have spent some years there. Probably I would not even survive a couple of days, but I guess I'm rambling here again. Also, apparently this place is not so visited, at least as long as I've been here. I haven't seen a single person, except for the guy who sold me a ticket. So if you don't like crowds and you want to enjoy such a place for yourself, then maybe you get a chance, or I just got lucky, I don't know. probably a dead end, but I want to explore it anyway. Okay. Climb up there. I see some people. Let's go check it out. Well, I didn't go up there. I chose to visit the Bukhara Ark instead. It was getting pretty late, so if I had to choose to do only one of the two, I guess Bukhara Ark was the better choice anyway. I saw a little prison here as well, but a lot of beauty too. Such an amazing place. It's kind of like a museum, a lot of exhibits and stuff, but I definitely heard it's one of the best sunset spots, so I was looking for that. How can I get on top of the Bukhara Ark? I saw some photos on the internet, but I just cannot seem to find that spot. Well, apparently the top of the Ark was under reconstruction or some restoration. And I just realized I have to find the right person and make a small donation, which eventually I did. Okay. I'm in a forbidden place, apparently. So I'm not supposed to be here, but I talked to a guy and he said I can explore this area as well. Very nice. These guys have to earn something as well, right? And I get to see beautiful stuff. Very nice sunset. And some ruins. I'm on top of the Ark of Bukhara.
Ja, super, schaut gut aus. Bitte?
Okay, best view of Bukhara. Okay, Tower of Bukhara. I decided not to climb on this occasion. Yeah, it looks pretty spooky for me. You know, fear of heights and all that. And I'm actually satisfied with what I visited around, so no Tower of Bukhara for me. But if you have visited, let me know how it was. And yeah, maybe with another occasion. I'm also pretty hungry and thirsty, so let's go find something to eat and then walk around a little bit more. So this was my little tour of Bukhara. Best things to do in the town. Okay, of course I missed a lot of spots, so if one of your favorite spots is not on the list, well, I only had a couple of days here. I didn't film the whole time, but yeah, I tried my best. If you've never been, maybe you're tempted to come now. Uzbekistan is amazing, very friendly people, so many spots, so many beautiful places you can visit around. So yeah, that was it. And if you enjoyed that, check some other videos. Maybe you discover some more Uzbek destinations or some other countries on my channel that you'd like to visit. So thank you so much for watching. See you around.